Good morning, everybody. In our last class, we have discussed about first topic of material chemistry, that is supramolecular interactions. These are the secondary type of interactions, which are commonly called non-covalent type of interactions. Why? Because there is not sharing of electron take place. So we had learned about supramolecular interactions and different types of supramolecular interaction in our last class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about solid state reactions. So, solid state reactions. What are they? They are the solventless reactions. That is solvent-free reactions. There is no use of solvent to perform the reactions. Now, why are reactions performed using solvents? That is why we use solvent to perform a reactions. What are the reasons? Firstly, to dissolve the reactants. We use solvents to dissolve the reactants. Secondly, we use solvent to slow or increase the rate of reactions. Thirdly, we use solvents to act as a heat sink or heat transfer during the course of reactions. And lastly, we use solvents to prevent hot spots and run away the reactions. Long ago, the famous philosopher Aristotle believed that no reaction occurs in absence of the solvent. That is, we don't perform a reaction without using a solvent. But this is not true. To perform a reaction, we may or may not be used solvent. That reactions in which we don't use solvent, that reactions are called solid state reactions or solventless reactions. In such reaction, a dry media reaction or solid state reaction or solventless reaction in which the chemical reaction system take place in absence of a solvent. The drive for the development of dry media reactions in chemistry are they are economic. Why? They save money. On which case? On buying the solvent. Why? Because we don't use solvent, so money is saved. Secondly, not required to remove a solvent after reaction. Since we don't use solvent, that's why we need not require to remove a solvent from the reactions in any step of purification of the product. Reaction rate is high due more availability of reactants, and such reactions are environment friendly because solvent is not required. All of you know there are 12 principles of green chemistry. You see the fifth principle, that is safer solvent and reaction conditions. Generally, solvents are toxic, especially in case of organic solvents, chloroform and carbon tetrachloride. These are the solvents. So that's why these solvents are toxic. But if we don't use solvent, then it contributes towards green chemistry. So, fifth principle of green chemistry, that is safer solvents and reaction conditions. is the contribution towards green chemistry with the help of solid state reaction, that is solvent-free reaction. These are the advantages of solid state reactions if we carry out the reaction as solvent-free. These reactions are more efficient with more selectivity compared to reactions carried out in solvents. Secondly, reactions are simple to handle. They reduce pollution comparatively. They are cheaper to operate, and they are especially important in industry. So they reduced costs, simplified workup. After all, they contribute towards green chemistry. Some other advantages of solid state reactions over solution phase reactions are these reactions are atom economic in nature. That is, 100% product is formed with a limited byproduct. That's why they are atom economic. Moreover, no solvents are needed in these reactions, and hence no waste disposal issues associated with the solvent need to be considered. Formation of side product. Thirdly, products don't require extensive purification to remove traces of solvent and impurities. These reactions are often faster, taking just a few minutes rather than hours to complete, because the reactants are in intimate contact with each other. Fifth, in such reactions, the asymmetry is only determined by its physical origin without any chemical reagent. Traditionally, in solvent reaction, we use chemical reagents, but in case of solid state reaction, to determine the asymmetry, we use physical method. Moreover, reactive intermediates in solid state reactions are highly reactive, and they can be trapped kinetically. Crystal engineering using organometallic complexes is possible in the solid state. In solid state, the cascade reactions can be carried out quite easily and with high yield, that is high product, maximum product is formed. These are some examples of inorganic reactions which are carried out in solid state. First, cis-trans isomerism reactions. Here, this is a complex diamino dihalo cis complex. Why? Because the halogen atoms are in adjacent position, same set. This is cis isomer. It can be converted into trans, that is opposite direction of halogen atom, by carried out the reaction in solid state. In this reaction, while this reaction carried out in solid form, only bond breaking of palladium halogen bond or palladium nitrogen bond is breakdown. So easily carried out this reaction. Secondly, in linkage isomerism reactions, all of you know that linkage isomer. In linkage isomer, the ambidextrous ligand must present. Here the ambidextrous ligand is ONO and NO2. You see, ONO and NO2. Here the donor site is oxygen, here donor site is nitrogen. To convert this isomer from ONO to NO2, this is called linkage isomer. To carry out this reaction, we can use solid state. Only by heating the nitrito O complex in presence of sunlight in solid state, it can easily be converted into nitrito N complex. NO2 is the link. Here nitrogen is the link atom, here nitrogen is the oxygen atom. In case of organic reaction in solid form, such as Grignard reaction, we used traditionally mineral acid to perform the reactions in hydrolysis state. But in green approach, that is solid state reaction, same reaction can be carried out in powdered form by heating the mixture of ketone with Grignard reagent for half an hour. We can obtain the same products. Another example, benzylic acid rearrangement reactions. In traditional method, we use aqueous organic solvent. But in green synthesis, green approach, that is solid state reaction, same reaction can be carried out in solid form of potassium hydroxide from benzyl converted into benzylic acid. Here 70 to 93% product can be obtained, but it is eco-friendly reaction. So we have learned that solid state reactions are the best technique in green chemistry by which many important compounds can be synthesized in an efficient and environment-friendly manner. There are some drawbacks. In solid state reactions, homogeneous reactants should mix to a system. Moreover, solvents are often still required during workup and unsuitable for solvent-assisted chemical reactions. These are some drawbacks, and this is about solid state reactions. There is a homework to you. The question is, discuss about the advantages of solid state reaction with the help of two examples, which get 3 marks. In our next class, we will be discussing about synthesis and characterization of nanomaterials, how nanomaterial can be synthesized and how we will be able to characterize them, that is how we can characterize carbon 60 and carbon 70 nanomaterials. Thank you all.